Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Superstar Allu Arjun's film Pushpa 2 crossed rupees 1,074 crore in the box office collections today. But there is a higher stake battle in the picture being played in the political corridors in Telangana. It's got last-minute twists and turns, a powerful and influential villain and a struggling hero. This political potboiler is liberally sprinkled with the masala of vendetta, violence and vile dhamkis. Let's tell you about this script, which was penned with Nafrat ki aag, not Mohabbat ki rajniti. After being jailed, Allu Arjun was today interrogated for over 3 hours over the 4 December Stampede at his film opening. Times Now has learned that the Telangana police set these poses for him. Did you know that your bouncers didn't allow police to approach you? Are you aware that bouncers pushed even the police? When were you informed of Revati's death in the Stampede? On his part, Allu Arjun says he wasn't aware of the death till the next day, while the police have stated that his team was informed immediately. The actor also claimed that he did not know that there was no police permission given. Cops also insist that despite repeated appeals, he refused to leave early. However, Allu Arjun says that no policeman reached him, spoke to him earlier in the evening. Now, let's tell you why the role of his bouncers is just so important to this case. Watch these never-seen-before videos from the day of the Stampede. The bouncers of Allu Arjun can allegedly be seen brandishing sticks and pushing the crowd to clear the way for the star. In fact, the head of his security detail has also been arrested for causing the Stampede by the police. But the Congress rule states alleged vendetta plot doesn't just end here. Today, a Congress MLC has filed a fresh case against Allu Arjun and the makers of the film Pushpa 2 for scenes where police were portrayed as being corrupt and allegedly disrespected. Finally, after legal cases and interrogation, the Congress netas have resorted to downright dhamkis to Allu Arjun. Congress MLA Bhupati Reddy has warned him against insulting Chief Minister Revant Reddy, saying, "I warn you, Allu Arjun, Congress cadres will not allow your films to be screened. You are just an actor and I'm from the ruling party." Well, powerful man sitting right there, reading the riot act to Allu Arjun. Will Rahul Gandhi call this Mohabbat ki dukaan, Mohabbat ki rajniti? Watch and decide for yourself, viewers.
మా ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారి మీద మాట్లాడినా ఇంకేదో నీకు ఉన్నది ఏందా, నువ్వు పగటి వేషగాడివి, డబ్బులు ఖర్చు పెట్టి డబ్బులు సంపాదించుకునే వ్యాపారస్తుడి, నువ్వు ఈ సమాజానికి ఏం చేసావు, నీ గౌరవం ఇవ్వాలి. మీరు వ్యాపారం చేసుకుని బతకండి అంతే. మీ కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ ఏముందా తెలంగాణకు? 100% మేము హెచ్చరిక జారీ చేస్తా ఉన్నాము. ఇంకా మన ఇంటి ముంగట కొంతమంది వాళ్ళు జాయింట్ యాక్షన్ కమిటీ వాళ్ళు ఏదో చేసినట్టు, కానీ ఖచ్చితంగా ఇట్లనే ఇదే పద్ధతిగా మార్చుకోకుంటే తప్పదంగా కాంగ్రెస్ శ్రేణులు కూడా తెలంగాణలో మీ సినిమాలు కూడా ఆడని కొడుకని చెప్తా ఉన్నాం.
The BJP has lashed out at the Revant Reddy Sarkar, saying that this is Congress extortion going wrong. While the BJP says that this is desperate bid to deflect from Congress's Khatakhat guarantee flop show, the BJP clearly taking the Congress head on. Watch this.
I think he's trying to compete who's the superstar in Telangana. He's trying to show that he's a superstar than Allu Arjun. Victimizing and bullying is unacceptable. Now what is happening in the whole case is a clear case of victimization and a clear case of bullying.
The whole thing smells of an extortion racket. The fact that this is a joint venture between Chief Minister Revant Reddy and a rabble-rouser like Akbaruddin Owaisi, to me, prima facie makes this look like a complete shakedown and extortion racket that has gone wrong.
Congress has failed miserably in fulfilling their 6 guarantees. They failed utterly in fulfilling any of the promises that they've made. There are more than 420 promises that they've made. BRS has exposed them in the just concluded assembly session. So to cover up their failures, Congress is bringing up every new issues now and then and trying to divert the attention of our people.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the Motorola legitimate question that we're asking on the Newshour tonight, who's the real villain, star or state? That's the question, and that's the debate coming up on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate tonight, Pradeep Bhandari, National Spokesperson of the BJP, Kartik Reddy, National Spokesperson of the BRS, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, author, scientist, political commentator. Also joining the debate, Danish Qureshi, political analyst, supports the AIMIM, Dr. Sumant C. Raman. But my first question goes to Congress supporter Tehseen Poonawala. And Tehseen, is the Congress government in Telangana on a power trip? Because that's what it seems like. Power trip simply because you can summon a big star, a superstar. His films are earning crores and thousands of crores. You call him, make him sit in the police station for 3 or 4 hours. You arrest him. The bail comes in. You still make him stay in jail for so long. And then your MLCs and MLAs come out and say, bhai, bolna mat. हम कांग्रेस में देख लेंगे. Is this a power trip for the Congress party?
Jai Samvidhan, ma'am. Thank you so much for having me on the show. There are 2 aspects to this. Let me divide it. I'll come to the MLCs and the threats later, but just let me answer the first thing first. I extend my deepest condolences to Revati's family. She's lost her life, and her son who's struggling in the ICU. Somebody's lost their life. The legitimate question, ma'am, rightly is, should a private citizen like an actor be stopped from going to a theatre? Can police stop him? No, they can't. However, the actor sought permission for an event in a private place which was overcrowded. The lady lost her life in a private theatre. It is the duty of the police to act. The permission was denied. Now the actor can say, look, I didn't know the permission was denied. Everything is time-stamped. You yourself showed us the videos of what has happened, including his bouncers acting like goons. The second question I want the viewers of Times Now to answer. Can bouncers and private security stop the police from getting to the actor? The actor in his own words says, look, I didn't know a woman died. But the footages, Times Now footages with timestamp shows, the DCP had to call to get the actor out. He accompanied the actor out. Imagine that a woman's lost her life. Keep that in the background. Therefore, the third and the legitimate question is, after this has happened, shouldn't somebody be held accountable? In a private setting, a woman who's a fan of this actor and her son is struggling for life since she's lost her life, without permission, allowing for crowds and mobs to come in, as a result of which overcrowding, not having fire access. May I ask you, ma'am, say there would have been a collapse, the building would have collapsed, say there would have been a fire. Do you, ma'am, as a mother, do you, Pradeep, as a human being, accept what has happened today? Somebody should be held accountable. What those MLCs are doing and those MLAs are doing in filing police complaints against Allu Arjun, saying you're an actor, you can't threaten the chief minister, I don't agree with it. My first reaction was, why was the actor arrested? Honestly, that was my first reaction. You shouldn't have done this. But now the facts have come out with a timestamp, and none of this have been denied by the actor. At best, his defense has been, I didn't know the woman died. Well, if you didn't know that woman died, the DCP escorted you out. You're telling me the DCP didn't tell you? Come on, your bouncers did stop the cops. That's on video. How can bouncers stop the cops? How is that acceptable? A woman died. There was a stampede. Are you really so in a power trip that you're seeing a mob down there, a massive crowd of fans, and you don't realize that can cause a stampede, that can cause a fire, that can cause infrastructure collapse in the theatre? No. Are we all going to let a woman die because he's a power?
While the empathy for the woman, I think all of us carry that, and whenever we've debated this, a life lost for a film and a stampede following it is certainly heartbreaking, and Tehseen, nobody is denying that. Revati, her son, do they need justice? Of course they do. But my point is, and Pradeep, that's the question I want to ask you, is it only the job of the star and his entourage to ensure that there isn't a stampede, that there is law and order, or is the police also responsible for something? Are private citizens supposed to carry their law and order machinery with them wherever they go, and the police can just sit back and only come in when arrests have to be made?
Well, Navika ji, the last thing I knew was that Mr. Revant Reddy is the Home Minister of Telangana, and it is his responsibility to ensure and provide the adequate security arrangement whenever there is a public place, and the direct accountability even for the death of the innocent lies with the Home Minister, Mr. Revant Reddy. And in fact, it's the deceased husband who has categorically said that blaming Allu Arjun directly will not be correct, but the law will take its own course. I want to come on to the essence of the debate which you've raised. The essence of the debate is the mindset of the Congress party. The mindset of the Congress party is how the Congress party here is deciding how much freedom of expression should be given to a star, and the Congress party is deciding at the same time threatening the star by acting against him and threatening the action. Let me quote what Bhupan Reddy has said. I am speaking as the ruling party MLA. So what does he try to interpret? He's saying that he's the ruling party MLA, so the law will not apply to him, and he's threatening a star just because he's a private citizen. He does not stop here. He quotes, quote, keep the respect given to you and do your business. So it's an open threat that if you do not toe the line of the Congress party, we might further threaten you. In fact, recall 24 hours back, it was the Congress workers throwing stones at Mr. Allu Arjun's house, and if the stone throwing was not enough, this is the MLA who openly comes and threatens Mr. Allu Arjun. So all of this is happening at the dictum and at the phone call of Mr. Revant Reddy, who is exactly acting like Jawaharlal Nehru had done with Majroor Sultanpuri, where he had jailed Majroor Sultanpuri for disagreeing with him. If this is not enough, let me quote him further. But if you speak about a CM, you are just an actor. So what he's trying to say, that nobody in Telangana can criticize the Chief Minister. So what I'm trying to reiterate, Navika ji, the law will take its own course. Telangana High Court had already taken the cognizance of it. But what the Congress party has demonstrated is the emergency mindset of Indira Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru. Exactly is what Revant Reddy is here doing. He is saying that because the rule of law is following its own process, because the facts are not in favor of Mr. Revant Reddy, the Telangana High Court had reprimanded the Telangana government for acting in haste. Here he has now asking his MLAs to come out and threaten the star. He is asking his workers to throw stones at the star's place. This is absolutely not rule of law, but law of the ruler.
Exactly my point. And Suman Siraman, I want to ask you. Yes, law will take its own course. There are CCTV videos that have come out. You know, who's doing what. But, you know, I just want to get on to the high-handedness that is going on in terms of even the statements. The man, the star is arrested. He gets a bail from the court. He's not released because there is some, and everybody knows this. It's some excuse or the other. This order is not correct. We are sending it back. There are enough ways of delaying releasing somebody, and you can do that. And that's exactly what happened. They made him stay in jail. Okay? So the process is the punishment, not even the investigation. Secondly, now these MLAs come out. You have disrespected the police, so we will take action against you. Now, does the Congress party want to sit and write scripts of every film so that, films will be made as per the script written by them? And then another MLA comes out and says, well, I'm the government and you dare not say anything about anybody. Isn't this high-handedness? Isn't this VVIP culture? Isn't this arrogance of being in power that is being exercised in this case from start to finish? Where is Revati and justice for Revati and her son? It is all about showing your Bahubali approach, isn't it?
Navika, I think instead of framing the debate this way, why don't you just say that a movie star should not have to face the same law that an ordinary citizen has, and end it at that? Because exactly that's the argument. I mean, there are under trials who are rotting in jail for 8 years and 10 years. Your heart doesn't bleed for them. Somehow it seems to bleed for a superstar who clearly, the police have put out videos. They say that permission was refused. He went ahead with the, whether he knew about it or not is something which the court will decide. Third, the footage has been put out by the police where they show him asking him to leave and escorting him out. And if there was no cooperation given to, or it's not a question of cooperating with the police or disrespecting the police, it is flouting police orders for all practical purposes. The state is empowered to authorize people to leave in such circumstances. And if that was not followed, I think it's a simple, I think we can frame this argument differently. And those who are defending the actor are essentially saying, look, he is a superstar and he cannot be treated like an ordinary citizen. And Mr. Revanth Reddy has committed a crime by treating him just like any other ordinary citizen would have been treated. If you're framing it like that, I have no further arguments and nothing to counter that. Yes, I was also under the impression that the man should not have been arrested initially, but after the facts of the case were put out, particularly what the video footage and all that the police actually put out, I think that, look, the law has to take its own course. You yourself are saying the law has to take its own course. I don't, for instance, agree with this saying police are shown in bad light in the movie. There is hardly any movie in India where the police are shown in good light. So that is a ridiculous case. But the point is the atmosphere has become so vitiated now by people saying this is a witch hunt and people are going after. If Mr. Arjun had not been the superstar, would this be meriting even a debate? He would have probably been languishing in jail for days on end. Nobody would have bothered.
Can I come in?
So essentially, the crux of your argument is you have got wait, let me finish. The crux of your argument is simply you cannot treat a movie star like an ordinary citizen.
Well,
that is what you are actually saying.
Justice Sumansi Raman, if that's the way you understand the argument, so be it. I leave it to your understanding. I'm only saying, has there been high-handedness or not is the question I'm asking. I'm asking you this question. Was there high-handedness or not when the bail came and he wasn't released? Number one.
Yes.
Was there high-handedness when a minister or an MLA or a Congress leader comes out and says that I'm from the ruling party and you dare not do this, dare not do that, and somebody else from the Congress comes out and says, you're showing the police in bad light, I'm going to do another case on you. Is this not high-handedness?
Again, two sides.
Is this about saving the superstar?
No. Terrible, you shouldn't do that. But let me just put the other side of the coin and please feel free to judge Times Now audiences. There are 5,000 plus under trials in Hyderabad jail, 50,000 plus cases pending in the Telangana High Court. And yet, Allu Arjun, I'm glad he got bail, gets an immediate hearing. How many people get an immediate hearing? I'm not against him. I think liberty is most important. I stand for liberty. But I'm asking you, see the second side of the coin. Allu Arjun denied bail by the lower court. High Court immediately
So then we can also ask you the question. No. So then I can also raise the question that these under trials who are in jail, how many of those are in jail because they are pending investigation? Why doesn't the Hyderabad, the investigation agencies hurry up those investigations rather than doing all the concentration on one case? We can all argue. We can all argue till the cows come home, but that is neither here nor there.
So he got the best of both worlds. He got the best and the worst. And I don't agree he should get the worst.
Navika ji, there are many Congress leaders who also get an immediate hearing in the Supreme Court and the High Court with the under trials lying and languishing in the jail. So is Tehseen saying that those Congress leaders who are charged with so many serious crimes, they should not get a hearing of bail hearing in the courts just because they are Congress leaders and the under trials are languishing in the jail? What type of an argument is that, Tehseen? It's the wisdom of the court to decide. You also know it. It's the wisdom of the bench to decide. So do not question the wisdom of the court.
I will
and
question
if you question the wisdom of Telangana court, High Court, please go to the Supreme Court and question that why was the bail hearing given, and please read the successive judgment of the Supreme Court, which is for liberty, for freedom of expression, and please answer what gives right to the Chief Minister of Telangana to ensure not punish his MLAs who is openly threatening a private citizen, a rule-abiding private citizen. Please act against him as per rule of law, but let the court decide whether you are acting as per rule of law or whether it is excessive.
Karthik Reddy,
liberty rights?
Of course they
don't have.
So please.
Will the High Court hear them immediately?
Please.
Sham ko reject hua. I want liberty,
Court.
but I am saying I want liberty. But Article 14 stands for everybody, na?
No, but Article 14 does not tell you that somebody who gets a hearing in the High Court will not be getting a hearing in the High Court just because under trials.
No, but Article 14 says everyone should
with
get
that
it.
argument, no, what you're saying, your argument is ki just imagine a situation where there are 10 accused of murder and there is one person who's convicted. You will say no, the person should not be convicted because the 9 others have not been
That's
convicted.
not what I'm
That
saying.
is what your
I'm saying you
argument
must
is.
get a free
Just
hearing.
because under
All
trials are
right,
not in the
hearing.
court does not mean somebody cannot get his right to liberty.
No,
Right
my
to
friend,
liberty
I'm
is
saying you must get a
fundamental
hearing.
right.
I'm not talking about
Are you saying
conviction.
the
He's
court
not
is
convicted.
Pradeep, I would really appreciate when you put many leaders through the ED and CBI into jail. You remember this same legal provision of right to liberty. Today the shoe is on the other foot, and suddenly you are screaming for everybody's right to liberty. But you often forget that when you put political leaders in jail. Anand, coming to you, but Karthik Reddy first. Karthik Reddy, is this high-handedness? Is this vendetta, or is this a star being expected to be given preferential treatment? Where do you stand on this debate?
I just heard Tehseen's argument where he was ranting about how Allu Arjun got a bail in a day. Let me tell Tehseen, the boys who vandalized Arjun's house also got a bail in a day. So if Allu Arjun is as you call a celebrity, is somebody in the society who has influence, then you can also expect and wonder who is behind the boys who have attacked Bunny's house. Everything said and done, Navika, law should be equal to everyone, but no one should be harassed in the name of law. If anybody has their ears and eyes very close to Hyderabad in the last 1 year, let me tell you, law is not equal to everyone here. The last 1 year, the Chief Minister decides what's right and what's wrong. And honestly, if I have to tell you, it's the wild, wild west here right now in Hyderabad and Telangana. Inka manmani chalta hai. I have a very interesting take for you. Give me a minute and a half. As I said, there are two people who are really harassed by the Chief Minister right now in Telangana. One, as we all know, Allu Arjun. He's trying to pin this accident on Allu Arjun as if he killed that lady. And it is an unfortunate incident where life is gone. But the Chief Minister in the Assembly spoke as if Bunny had murdered in cold blood. And he was arrested, he was put in jail, bail was there, bail was not allowed, his house was vandalized, now he's being run through police stations, he's absolutely being harassed. If this gentleman is harassed, I'll tell you another gentleman who's been harassed by Revant Reddy. It is Rahul Gandhi. You might be surprised, how is Rahul Gandhi being harassed by Revant Reddy? Navika, if you remember, the whole Congress party across the country is up in arms, is writing against Amit Shah for what he said against Ambedkar in the parliament. Even the state Congress party is holding protest against Amit Shah. And you know which gentleman in this whole setup of the Congress party hasn't uttered a single word against Amit Shah, a single word against BJP? It is our Honorable Chief Minister Revant Reddy. So even Rahul Gandhi himself is harassed by Revant Reddy because this is sabka chalta hai, kuch bhi chalta hai in Telangana mein abhi. Yahan to sab kuch yahan pe pura. If I have to explain to you in words, you have to come see what's happening in Hyderabad. People's houses have been vandalized. This is not the first time. Allu Arjun's house is not the first house to be vandalized. Our MLA's house have been attacked. Our MLA has been attacked. No case. And people here sitting in your studio talking about equality before law. What hypocrisy.
Well, let me get in Anand Ranganathan. Anand Ranganathan, is there a design, or are we expecting red carpet to be rolled out for a superstar? We are wrong.
Good evening, Navika, and good evening to my fellow panelists. Look, everyone is a fascist until the real fascists arrive. And that fascist is Congress. And I'm absolutely appalled, let me say this, both Congress supporters on your panel are good friends. But for them to wipe out, airbrush the kind of fascism that we are seeing on display by Bhupat Reddy, a Congress MLA, the kind of things he's saying is just atrocious. And for one person to say that, look, the law is the same, why should we get special treatment when there are so many cases pending, when there are under trials? The same logic doesn't apply to Rahul Gandhi, who was a convict in a criminal defamation case in Gujarat. Then when he got the bail, Tehseen was absolutely silent. He did not talk about murder of democracy or delay of justice. This is the kind of double standards and hypocrisy why nobody believes an inch of Congress supporters. Now let me come to the issue. Navika, it was a couple of years ago that a Congress leader like Nana Patole, again my good friend Tehseen, was silent when he said, because Amitabh Bachchan and Akshay Kumar have not protested against fuel prices, we are not going to allow their films to run in Mumbai. ये इनकी दादागिरी चलती है. And we know when Mahavikas Aghadi was there at the helm for a couple of years, the kind of gundagardi that was going on, police commissioner was on the run. They are officially blackmailers. In fact, police और जो पूरा gang है, mafia gang का, they were in cahoots. They are vicious at blackmailing people, and for Mr. Bhupat Reddy to make the kind of statements he's made, first of all, for him saying कि Allu Arjun ने society के लिए क्या किया है, I am sure he has done 100 times more than Bhupat Reddy. You know why? Because if his films earns thousands of crores, it pays tax to the government to do the welfare schemes. And not only that, his films, productions employ thousands of people. So Mr. Reddy, get your facts right. Secondly, I was hoping Tehseen would condemn the fascism on display, but I'm afraid not, because out here today, although I say Tehseen has never acted like a true Congress supporter because he is unique in that he is unbiased, today his spots have shown.
May I just...
Tehseen, yes.
Anand, because you didn't hear me, doctor, unequivocally condemned the mob violence at Allu Arjun's house and the MLA threatening him. I have condemned what Nana Patole, my friend, has said about Amitabh and Akshay Kumar, and I have condemned publicly the joker Sanjay Raut for what he did to Kangana Ranaut. No if, no but. You compared Rahul Gandhi's bail... No, Anand, please. Yes. You compared Rahul Gandhi's bail to Allu Arjun's. Was Rahul Gandhi's a defamation case, a political put by ex-BJP MLA? Can you compare to a woman dying? Come on, doctor. I give you more credit than that. I give you more credit. A woman is dying.
Criminal defamation?
I give it... Yeah, but it was a political case put by BJP MLA. You know it and I know it. And you are against criminal defamation. Listen, you can't compare a defamation case to somebody dying. I give you more credit than that. Now, I am asking you. Now, I am asking you. Anand, I am asking you. I answered your question. Now, you please answer me. I stand... Just answer me. Answer me. I stand for liberty.
Please listen to me.
I stand for liberty. But do you agree or not agree that while Allu Arjun has been wrong, he also got the better side of the court? Do you agree or not agree? He immediately got a hearing.
Just because he got bail, he got the better side of the court. You are judging the courts now. You are judging the courts now. Got better side of the court. What kind of an argument? What kind of an argument is that? You know, Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi got the better side of the court when they went to Patiala. No, you said better side of the court. You said better side of the court. If the courts jail somebody, is it the worst side of the court? No. This is mind-boggling the kind of expression. Anand,
give me 10 seconds. Thank you. This is the problem why my good friend Tehseen loves to come to studio because he can't be ferried out. Tehseen, मुझे 10 seconds दे दो यार, please. Number one.
Bolo.
Thank you. I just exposed your rampant hypocrisy. Don't smile now, because the same Tehseen who is talking about bias given to people who are above the common citizens and who get bail immediately was totally silent when in a criminal defamation case a convict got bail. That is unprecedented when 71% of Indian prisoners are under trials. There have been
you shouldn't have criminal defamation in a democracy, bro.
That is another matter.
But
you should not have.
But UPA government was in power for 10 years. They could have removed it. They could have absolutely scrapped the law, but you didn't. So it exists. It existed earlier. It exists today. Now you suddenly can't change the chessboard and the rules of the game. But just 1 minute. 1 minute. Let's get everything in perspective. Let me get in Mr. Danish Qureshi. Danish Qureshi ji, अब AIMIM भी उठाए हुए है झंडा. बिल्कुल वहां पर एक महिला की डेथ हुई है और उसको जस्टिस मिलना चाहिए. लेकिन कार्तिक रेड्डी जी ने एक सवाल उठाया. पुराने दोस्त हैं आपके, पता नहीं आजकल आप साथ हैं नहीं हैं, maybe not maybe, but उन्होंने कहा है कि he was not actively involved in the killing of the woman. So there is a distinction. Unfortunate sequence of events led to the death of a lady and grievous injury to her son, but nobody did it deliberately, nobody did it knowingly, and therefore there has to be a difference that has to be made. I want to ask you, to try and have vandalism going on at his home, to try and intimidate him with various MLCs, MLAs coming out and making these statements. Is this not open intimidation that आकर लेट जाओ चरणों में, वरना you know what the law can do and will do?
Navika, now come to the point. रेवंत रेड्डी ने क्या कहा है वो तो छोड़ दीजिए, लेकिन नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने 2006 में फना आमिर खान का एक मूवी था, उसको किस तरह से गुजरात में बैन करवाया था वो मैं आपको बताता हूं. बीजेपी युवा मोर्चा नेशनल जनरल सेक्रेटरी अमित ठाकर साहब कि अगर किसी ने भी स्क्रीनिंग किया तो हम वो थिएटर जला देंगे.
फैक्ट चेक.
रुक जाइए.
फेक न्यूज.
फैक्ट चेक. आनंद रंगनाथन, व्हाई यू कॉलिंग इट फेक न्यूज?
टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया का आर्टिकल है. टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया का आर्टिकल है. जूम करिए इसको, जूम करिए इसको, जूम.
आनंद रंगनाथन, व्हाई यू कॉलिंग इट फेक न्यूज?
मैं दानिश साहब को भी चाहता हूं उनका चेहरा भी जूम हो जब मैं हमको ये खबर दूं कि नरेंद्र मोदी ने या स्टेट गवर्नमेंट गुजरात ने बैन नहीं की थी फना. फेक न्यूज ना फैलाएं प्लीज.
He's quoting to you.
Absolutely right, Anand.
They didn't ban it officially. The BJP threatened
absolutely
it. That's why
right.
the movie
Now
never
the
released.
question is that
they didn't ban it officially.
The Yuva Morcha, Amit Thakur, the president, the member.
अरे तो उसने क्या मूवी बैन हुई कि नहीं हुई? मूवी तो नहीं बैन हुई ना. Did the state ban the film? Absolutely not.
हम नहीं करने देंगे.
नहीं तो आपने तो जाके उनके पथराव करवा रहे हैं ना. कौन सी चीजें दिखाइए? रेवंत रेड्डी के साथ मिलने वाले लोग हैं, पथराव बताइए. कोई एमएलए ने आमिर खान के खिलाफ इस तरीके से स्टेटमेंट दिया गुजरात में? नहीं करिए.
बीजेपी वाले
वो करिए, वो तो उसका चीज है. करिए ना, बताइए किसी ने भूपेंद्र रेड्डी जैसा स्टेटमेंट दिया. वर्बैटिम स्टेटमेंट करिए.
ये झूठ है.
बिल्कुल झूठ है.
आप बोलिए
झूठ है. स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ने बैन नहीं करी है मूवी.
टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया झूठ बोल रहा है.
अरे जाके आमिर खान से सुनो प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी के बारे में क्या सुनते जरा. एक लफ्ज निकलवा दो. एक लफ्ज असदुद्दीन ओवैसी के बढ़ाई के बारे में निकलवा दो. अरे दानिश कुरैशी आमिर खान जी की बात कर रहे हैं. जरा एक लफ्ज आमिर खान जी के मुंह से जरा असदुद्दीन ओवैसी जी के लिए निकाल दो, फिर जाके उनकी पैरवी करिए.
डिनाई नहीं कर.
अरे दानिश जी, आमिर खान के बहाने मुस्लिम वोट को मत एकजुट करिए. सुनिए, आमिर खान के बारे अपने मुस्लिम वोट को मत एकजुट करिए. आमिर खान भी प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी के ही फैन है. जाके पूछिए उनसे. जाइए जरा, मैं आपका टिकट करवा दूंगा. मुंबई जाके पूछिए.
अकबरुद्दीन ओवैसी साहब पहले.
अरे जाके उनसे पूछिए कि अकबरुद्दीन ओवैसी के बारे में उनकी क्या राय है. कोई व्यक्ति जो कहते हैं 15 करोड़ बता देंगे 100 करोड़ को क्या होगा?
हाथ में क्लिक है.
नहीं, वही व्यक्ति जो 15 करोड़ बता देंगे 100 करोड़ क्या होगा?
करिए उसको.
अरे ये जाके आमिर खान को दिखाइए और पूछिए ना. मैं कह रहा हूँ यही जाके आमिर खान जी को दिखाइए.
फना में हम नहीं चलने देंगे.
ये देखिए, आमिर खान फना गेट्स अ ग्रीन सिग्नल इन गुजरात. क्या लॉजिक है इनका? कुछ झूठ बोलेंगे. मैं भी दिखा देता हूँ. ये
जवाब दीजिए ना.
ये लो, ये रहा आपको, ये दिखा. ये रहा ग्रीन सिग्नल इन गुजरात. देखिए
जवाब दीजिए.
स्टेट गवर्नमेंट के ग्रीन सिग्नल जब सेंट्रल बोर्ड ने
अरे भैया गुजरात के अंदर है.
यही फैसिज्म
नहीं. डिफाइन ऑल काइंड्स ऑफ पॉलिटिकल प्रेशर. डिफाइन ऑल काइंड्स ऑफ पॉलिटिकल प्रेशर इन अंबर सिनेमा द फिल्म हैज
अभी तो बातें कर रहे हैं. बीजेपी की बातें कर रहे थे और अभी दोहरे मापदंड हो गए.
बीजेपी का पॉलिटिकल
प्रेशर. बताइए, एक चीज बताइए. सुनिए, इनको आमिर खान की बात कर रहे हैं, इनसे मैं पूछना चाहता हूं, आमिर खान ने अकबरुद्दीन ओवैसी और असदुद्दीन ओवैसी की कब तारीफ करी? बता रहे हैं.
CUI was also against the release of the film. आप लड़ रहे हैं कोई बैटल, फना ले आए हैं बीच में. No, you are diverting the issue. Let me get in Suman Siraman. Was
यही दिखा.
Okay, calm down. Suman Siraman, was Allu Arjun's film Pushpa 2 banned? Where is the comparison going? Why is Mr. Danish Qureshi comparing it with Fana and the controversy over Fana? The issue is Pushpa 2 was never banned. So that argument doesn't hold true. The issue is the politicians, the leaders of the Congress party trying to intimidate. Is that correct?
But let's be very clear, Navika. Whataboutery has started. The entire defense has been only on whataboutery. What did Nana Patole say? What did somebody else say? What did somebody is out on bail? Remember, Rahul Gandhi is out on bail. I mean, this entire debate has been only whataboutery. Nobody has actually spoken about the incident at hand and the merits of the case. The police have put out video footage. Are the police telling a lie about the video footage? They have clearly established certain facts in the public domain.
Suman,
now it is for the courts to decide.
Well, Suman, after
why
that,
are we saying that somebody should be given special treatment? If you want to say it openly.
Suman, listen to me. Let's get on to the facts of the case.
Say it openly.
Suman,
Pradeep, I don't have the energy to shout.
No, neither am I shouting. I am asking you, when the police arrested the actor went to the court gave him the bail, and the court said that the police cannot just arrest the actor because he is a famous actor. That is what the court has said. Now the law will take its own course. My question to you is, and my charge here is, what gives the right to the state government to threaten the actor? The point is not about whether the state is acting against the actor or not. Why are they threatening him? Why are they pelting stones on his house?
Where is the threat?
Well, haven't you seen youth Congress workers handling stones in their hands and throwing it
Suman
over
Raman
house?
cannot see a threat. Suman Raman doesn't see anything wrong in this. Karthik Reddy, are we reading too much into it after all? According to Suman Raman, we are all wrong because we are expecting special treatment for a superstar. The government of Telangana, the police of Telangana, the commissioner, the deputy commissioner who actually said even the media has been bought out, they are all correct.
I wonder whether Allu Arjun had wronged Suman in some way, in some time. I'm surprised why this whole issue, Mr. Suman Raman is taking it so personally and believe that Bunny has. That's how it sounds like. That's how it seems like. Whenever you speak, you want to pin it on him as if Bunny has committed this cold-blooded murder. And
Sir, I am only going by the facts of the case.
As I'm telling you, did the police lie? Did the police lie? No, you do not know the facts, Mr. Raman. Let me tell you. The police version kept changing, day 1, day 2, day 3. And the first day, what they were telling us, and now what they're telling is completely different. Let me please finish. I heard you. I heard everybody else. You were talking about the facts of the case. Let me tell you the facts of the case. The permission was not denied in writing. Now they are giving a written paper saying now we have denied the permission. The police were there in the theater, not that the police were not there. The information is very opaque. It's not clear that who said what. Are you trying to tell me we believe everything the police have to say? You know, the chief minister on record in the assembly went on a rant against the actor, and are you trying to tell me the police will go against the chief minister? Mr. Raman, be practical, be pragmatic. The facts of the case
did not
and
go
what
on a
really
rant
happened is not
against
true.
the actor.
I do not want to take up the case for Allu Arjun. Let me go, please. No, Mr. Suman Raman. No,
What
please.
did he ask in the assembly?
No, you have to know. He did not ask. He pinned this murder on him.
What did he say?
Pinned this case on Allu Arjun.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the question here is that if there is a case, please go after it. But the manner in which Congress leaders are going after a superstar who probably is just doing his job, the manner in which they're making it sound as if this is cold-blooded murder, clearly is something that defies any understanding. The question is this personal vendetta? Is there intimidation? And is the Congress party and the Congress government in Telangana clearly making this an ego issue? Is it an ego issue? Is it a power trip that the Telangana government is on? That's the only question that we are asking tonight. To say that Allu Arjun got the right side of the court, to get the good side of the court, why was his case taken up early? Well, why do these questions come in only for his case? Why not for other cases? And why not speed up investigations for all under trials languishing in jails in Telangana at least? Let's begin from there. But what about clearly not the answer. We leave it at that. Thank you very much to all my panelists for joining me on debate number 1.